before the season, we were like, oh, man, this league is way better.
Now we get into the season and they're smacking people. Now it's like, oh, no. What I meant was you're a reality TV coach. Ladies and gentlemen, after a nice win over goddamn Cincinnati, Colorado sits at 6-2. They are bowl eligible. And I think a lot of people are surprised. I think a lot of people are seeing a Colorado team that, you know, people just weren't expecting after last year's fiasco going 4-8 and only really beating the teams when you could. Had Travis Hunter at times. It's very incoherent, not a very complete situation there. We can all agree that. But it was the first year under a new coach, new regime. This second year, it seems like they've already beaten the win total. They're in the bowling era, okay? They're hunting for a few more, and they're looking like they're trying to zero in on this crazy Big 12, which I think a lot of people were wrong on. So today, we're going to basically prove all y'all wrong. Everybody was wrong about Colorado. But to be honest with you, people were wrong about BYU, and people were also wrong about Arizona. People were wrong about a lot, and I'm sure I was wrong too. So we're going to take a look at some preseason predictions as Colorado goes into their bye week. Take a peek at what they like, what they don't like. And if you like this video and these types of video, leave a like on it, subscribe if you enjoy college football content. After we go through Colorado's predictions, we'll also take a peek at the biggest hater, Coach JB, and see how reckless he was talking in the preseason as well. Look at some TikToks and some predictions. Just a nice, good, humbling moment for everybody who got it all wrong. But there's a lot of teams that got wrong, so we're getting to that. If you enjoy this style of video, let me know and comment down below, because I can do this for more teams. As we get into the half point, you can kind of see what these teams are. But let's get right into it. So first things first, on 3, my Mr. JD Pickle. Now this guy is, he's a Colorado guy. He likes Colorado. He's no Colorado hater. I think he's pretty, you know what I'm saying, pretty a pro Colorado guy. He has them at 6-6, and hey man, so far I don't think he's missed yet. I mean, win at North Dakota State, lost at Nebraska. They got handled in Nebraska. You know, C State, Baylor. Then you go UCF. You lose at K State, which was a good game, and then win. Right now they are currently 6-2. So this is good. They do have them losing every single game after that, and the reality is, we can talk about Texas Tech in a whole different day, but Utah is not the team we thought they were going to be. Let's just be honest with it. It's not the team that they thought they were going to be, and Kansas is not the team, or Oklahoma State is also not the team. Now, could they lose those games? Yeah, sure. And could this be accurate? Yeah, this is not bad. But when you look at the first 6 games, this dude was on fire. This dude was just Nostradamus over here. That's some elite predicciones. You know, every time, every year, you know what I'm saying? Some Twitter accounts like to ask some questions. They like to ask people, you know, and the question that they be asking is, you know, what's Colorado's record? And if you ask that on Twitter, you know, very sane people, you know, have a lot of things to say about it. So we're calling 4-8, Mr. J. Appreciate it. 3-9, 4-8. Okay. 3 wins he sees there, not good. They might not win a game. Nebraska might be Colorado's only win this year. They might start 2-0, then lose 10 straight. Okay, well, hey man, you don't know nothing, and that's phenomenal. They won't go bowling. He said it. He said they won't go bowling, and god dang, they got their bowling shoes getting laced up, right? I see a lot of L's, but good luck. 3-9. 3-9. He leaves with his sons. Okay, these are some bold takes. 4-8, honestly. 5-7. Hey, 6-6. This is a little bit. This is the most generous prediction I've seen. Defense as well as an issue with the transfer. Have some chemistry now. All right, let's get up out of these haters. Let's actually talk about some you know, predictions here. Out of the, I believe, 16 teams. Yep, out of the 16 teams in the Big 12, Colorado was predicted at number 11 for the CFB HQ for Sports Illustrated. Another offseason, another tidal wave of outgoing and incoming transfers. 2 cornerstones of stability are prime son, Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, and 2-day dynamo Travis Hunter. Other than that, it's anyone's guess. Shedeur was sacked in NCAA worst 56 times last season, and the secondary was abysmal. Transfer gains on the line and on the edge may be helpful. But is it enough? It was enough to beat UCF. Now, going into PFF rankings coming into the 2024 season, this is kind of how they ranked coming into the season. They were 4-8, obviously, in 2023, 1-11 prior to that season. And we'll pull up the Colorado. And then right here, Mr. College Football Network has the games here projected at a 4-8. 4-8. Why does it start at Nebraska? Why does it not have NDSU? I don't know. I'm confused. But 2024 Big 12 standings, they have Colorado also right at 12 at 4-8, 2-7 in conference, and they're already bowling. That's a tough scene, dog. That's a tough scene, dog. Let's get into some of these TikToks here. This is one of my favorite. This one wasn't even that far ago, but I thought it was hilarious.
Colorado teams, to me, they look like a real team. Like, they look like a serious team that's coached. There's a culture there, obviously, and there's improvement there in my eyes.
Dog, I think that everything that we've seen is a learning opportunity. And look, they're not going to – I didn't think they would go undefeated. But looking at the rest of their schedule, I think they should win every game they play from now on.
See, I only think they play that way when they're shitty teams, though. Against shitty teams. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? If I know you hate to hear this narrative, but if I told you that before the season we were like, oh fuck man, this league is way better. We all said it. Like Steve Kim and I and Smitty and we had a discussion. We're like, fuck, I don't see where they get 6 wins at, because preseason, let's just talk this schedule was like Oklahoma State's supposed to be this. And
okay, so he admits that coming into the season, he had Colorado at like 4, maybe 3 wins. Oklahoma State's supposed to be a wagon. This team's supposed to be a wagon. Big 12's supposed to be bigger and badder. And now that we're in the season, and now that they're beating up on teams that just ain't got the motion like they supposed to, I hate to use the kids' words, but the motion like they supposed to, ain't getting the goddamn job done. Now we're moving goalposts, dog. I don't. We'll get more into Coach JB at a time, but he's just a Klein. He's just an absolute Klein. He's a Klein show. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. You're not supposed to see that. You're not supposed to see zombies. This is a serious thing. So I thought that was interesting. He compared Shedeur Sanders to Geno Smith, but we'll get deeper into that. Let's get into some of these Big 12 predictions. Yeah, we can't play that. This was actually, I believe, a pretty generous record. Okay, 1-1, 2-1. Baylor 3-1. Okay, that's respectable. He's on fire right now. Okay, well he missed that one, but he gets there. 6-2, still same record. 6-2, 7-2, 7-3. Okay, 8-3, 8-4. That's not bad. That's respectful. Not everybody was mad. Apparently they're not beating Baylor. Yikes. Yeah, can you see that over there? Yeah, they're asking for updates. Yeah, 3-9. Yeah, man, these boys, them boys is keeping receipts. Hey, them boys is keeping receipts. Right there with you.
24 college football season. And today I wanted to give you my predictions on how I think Colorado's going to do next year. So Colorado's going to be in the Big 12 next season. And we can see they have a pretty interesting schedule next year. So the first game, Colorado has to play against North Dakota State. North Dakota State is an FCS powerhouse, and this game isn't going to be cakewalk. But I do think Colorado is going to win this game by at least 10 points. Then Colorado has to play at Nebraska. We all know that they beat Nebraska last year.
Oh, wow.
Colorado's going to take
Never mind.
They're going to win 1 out of the 4.
Okay, so he had them coming into the first 6 for okay, so you had them 4-3. Sorry, is that 4-3? Yeah, 4-3. So 5-3. So 5-3 instead of 6-2. That's not bad. And then you have him losing this little spray right here at the end. That's not even that unrealistic. I can't be mad at this guy. I can't be mad. I was hoping for some more egregious stuff. It seems like these were the more egregious, right? I think those were way more egregious. So we'll get into some more takes here.
Do you see a step forward for Colorado?
So their over under again was 5.5 wins. They did it in their
after the way last season finished. And how do you see the schedule finishing up?
Not a significant one, no. I've got the under here. I just look at the team, and yes, Shedeur's one of the top QBs in the country. Travis Hunter's one of the top players in the country, regardless of position, regardless of which position you want to play him at. And I do think skill-wise, they've got some guys here. Jimmy Horn was good for them last year. You got Will Shepard coming in via the portal. You got LeJonte Weister coming in via the portal. Those are 2 guys who I think can be very, solid players for the Buffs on offense. I still have very little faith in this team on the lines of scrimmage. You can argue that, these new guys are better than the guys we brought in last year, and maybe they are, but I still look at a team that has so much depth upon the lines of scrimmage that they are relying on a true freshman left tackle. And I know Jordan Seaton was a 5-star, one of the top tackles in the class last year, but so was Caden Proctor, And he struggled playing at Alabama with 4 other excellent Alabama offensive linemen next to him. Jordan Seaton does not have that benefit. So he's protecting the blind side of a quarterback whose worst tendency is to hold on to the ball for far too long. I don't know if that's going to solve a whole lot of problems that Colorado had last year. Defensively, on the defensive line, it's a whole new ball game. Everybody on that unit is new. Even the backups are new for the most part. So
and they're balling. Look, I gotta be honest with you. It's not even hate. I think this is a bit of constructive criticism. This is what it looked like coming into the season. I would be lying to you if I would have told you I thought they would be 6-2 right now. I didn't think that they would be able to do that. Especially because you think about the Baylor game, they could have easily lost the Baylor game. But regardless, here they are right now doing what they do, doing it big. And when we take a peek at, like I said, a lot of those things, it was a lot of question marks, right? So I'm not even going to be that harsh on people who had Colorado that low, because the transfer portal has made people so like confused about what any of these teams look like. I mean, Alabama's a 2-loss team right now. I mean, BYU is undefeated in the not in the Big 12, but undefeated in the top of the Big 12 right now. Iowa State is undefeated and at the top of the Big 12. Like, the landscape of college football, I don't think is what a lot of people could predict.
Lincoln this time. So I don't know if you can count on that as a win. You're going on the road to Colorado State, which how many overtimes did they need to beat Colorado State last year at home?
Buddy.
This is Colorado. I mean, look, just listen to how Jay Norvell talked last year.
I was gonna say we got big Super Bowl. I'm giving Colorado the win, but there is big Super Bowl energy. When
this is their Super Bowl.
Yeah, he just smacked them. They just smacked Colorado State. But continue.
You get into conference play. You're going on the road for UCF. You're going on the road for Arizona. You're going on the road for Texas Tech. You're going on the road for Kansas. A lot of those more winnable games that you were on that same tier at are on the road. Your home slate is featuring Oklahoma State, Utah, Cincinnati. That's good. You're going to win that game. I have no doubt about that. But then Kansas State. So your home games have a little bit added level of difficulty. So this team can be better, but I don't know that their record's going to be better. So I've got 5-7. I've got them going under.
Dude, what's his name? Saturday Shenanigans. Oh, and shout out to this other channel. What's that is? Cover 3 Podcast. They got a few of them subscribers or whatnot. We took a peek there. What's the final schedule? I don't want to hear you talk that long, dog. Where's the thing, man? Where's your
quarterback and the best running back in the country, Ollie Gordon? Can they get to 7 wins? I believe they will. I've been really stagnant with a lot of these games. But we know college football, crazy stuff happens. I believe this will be the game over the Cowboys. The Big will find a way to make a bowl another improvement.
Okay, 7-5. I don't think that's unrealistic. That's not bad. Home skill the biscuit. Saturday Shenanigans. Y'all go watch this video. Not a bad prediction. I'm not gonna go through each of these games because I'm not gonna you know what I'm saying, because it's gonna be like, oh no, we can go pretty quick. He took like 7 years to look at the roster. 2-1 right there, 4-1 coming into K-State, lose to K-State. Okay, yeah, this dude was kind of on fire. I mean, he missed that one, but other than that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to see what happens. This is a respectful little list there. Y'all want to hear them argue again? I don't know. They be arguing so much, man. Let's see.
Go the other way. I just started the show off. I know you go the other way. What I'm saying is you should defend your alma mater because you're going to be there fucking way after Deion leaves. My point is I'm trying to figure out when these kids have been all inclusive to all these different scenarios that grown men used to handle as grown men. We now have entitled these kids to think they are grown men. There is no hierarchy, and Colorado's showing it more than anybody. That's my point.
Dude, that is such bullshit. You want these kids to be leaders, but they can't be grown men? So what? When if he's 23, how old is Shedeur? 22? 21?
I have no idea.
Next year when he gets drafted into the NFL, is he still a little kid and can't be a leader anymore? If he steps up and if he steps to the circumstance, the age doesn't mean shit. Your
success. I haven't seen it happen with this sort of entitlement, but we'll see. Hopefully it happens for him. Hopefully Shedeur is the guy that changes it all.
You haven't seen anybody
So I love the sarcasm. JB kills me with that voice. It kills me.
You haven't seen people.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
I think it's like one of the most ridiculous comments I think I've ever seen.
Hey man, they get paid off this hating stuff, man. They get real paid off this hating stuff. This is why Colorado was on TV every week last week. So much passionate opinion about what's going on there. Well, hey man, I miss when athletes were getting paid under the table. Okay. Let's be serious here. Yeah, everybody was wrong. Coach JB likes to yap. I like to yap too. That was a phenomenal trip down memory lane. But yeah, man, Colorado's ready bowling. Next video, we're gonna actually talk about the rest of the season, see how they can close some things out, implications, and see how they can sneak into the playoffs. Y'all be amazing. Y'all be great, and we'll see you next time the sun don't shine. Like the video, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We'll see you.